What's up guys, it is EvilTrix here and welcome to my first ever tutorial on FIFA 15. Today we're going to be looking at the advanced body feint tutorial. I know a lot of you guys have suggested this and a lot of you guys have wanted to see on how I will perform the advanced body feint and the situations in which you need to undertake when you're performing the body feint. This video will include everything about that. To be honest, it will include every single thing you need to know about the body feint as well as how to actually do the skill move. And like last year, I don't think I actually included that in my body feint tutorial. So this year I'm going to be including it with an animation as well, so hopefully that'll help you out a bit more. Today's video we're going to be looking at the situations, the 5 most common situations. They're in no particular order as of now, but the first one's going to be isolation down the wing, second one creating the overlap, third one the double time, the fourth one then going to be creating the space, and finally the last one going to be splitting the defense. Now these 5 kind of situations are very crucial to understanding, to get them sunk in after you've mastered the skill move of the body feint, and then that will be coming up very shortly on how to actually perform the body feint. Once you've been able to do them, refer back to this screen to actually perform the situations or go through the situations. So how to actually do the skill move will be easy. All you need to do is flick the right stick over to the left, then the right if you want to go to the right, and then opposite if you want to go to the left. It's always you flick the stick over to the opposite side in which you want to end up, and then the right stick will have to be on the side where you want to end up. So if you want to go to the right, you flick it left then right. If you want to go to the left, you flick it right then left. Also, you have to bear in mind that you have to use the left stick for direction. You have to point that left stick in where you want to end up, otherwise you will not see yourself doing the body feint. You'll end up just simply, I guess, ball rolling, or you'll do another skill move which you don't want, and you don't want any of that. You basically want to do a clean body feint. It's very simple to do. Flick it left then right or right then left, and it's very simple to do on the pitch as well. Okay, so moving on into the practice arena clips. Now this is basically the simplest way to practice your skill moves, because you don't want to go into a kickoff match and practice them against actual CPU opponents or just playing against no one, because it's not actually going to work. Despite it being in a real game, it's still not actually going to work. You're better off practicing it in the arena where you have time and space and where you can explode with these skill moves. If you're comfortable going from left to right and right to left, and from all directions, in my personal opinion, you're just set for the games. You need to be able to do exactly what I'm doing on screen, going left to right, cutting in the box, trying out a shot, and mixing it up with a few things. Moving on into the gameplay, as you can see here, we have Benzema and Ronaldo highlighted, and Benzema is going to be looking again to that green zone with the body feint once, and the secondly again, then we're going to be looking to get into the green zone with the double time. So this is the double time, just 2 body feints, simple and nice and easy, finessing it into the bottom corner of the net. And as I said at the start, the situations are in no particular order. I felt it's better to just show you them at random, because it gives you kind of an insight to what it's like in an in-game situation. And moving on to the next clip, as you can see here, we're on the ball with Ronaldo, and it's Sergio Ramos is going to be coming in for the challenge here. As soon as we're going to body feint, we're going to look to get into that green zone. And as you can see, I've kind of predicted already what's going to happen as soon as I beat Ramos. That green zone is where I'm essentially wanting to end up, and as you can see, Varane and Marcelo down to the bottom of the screen are going to be pulling back. As soon as I get into that space, they're thinking, oh shit, we need to get back, we need to recover, and I'm going to just burst them for pace from there. But Benzema to my right there is just going to break through. As you can see from the clips as they play out, we do the body feint, easy past Ronaldo is simple, and then it's going to be Varane has to commit to Ronaldo because he's a ball carrier, and it's a simple goal then for Benzema. As you can see in our next freeze frame here, again we were looking to get into that green zone with the body feint. This is kind of a diagonal left to diagonal top right to do this body feint in this situation, and it's going to be Benzema running into that green zone. This is this is what is called as the overlap. This is when you have an overlap of players, and we also have on the far left there bail out on the wing. So this is kind of literally a 3 to 4 on 1 situation. So it's so easy. The overlap is created, and it's Benzema through on goal for a near post finish. Absolutely easy. There is nothing easier to do than the overlap. It will happen a lot on counter attacks, especially if you play with Madrid. Dude, this happens like fucking, I don't know, 24/7 when you play with Madrid. So another chance here, I could have easily run it down to the byline and crossed it in for Ronaldo, but my opponent was expecting that. Knowing that I already had scored a goal, as you can see from the, the kind of scores up the top, I've already scored a goal from a cross. My opponent would probably, I assumed that my opponent was expecting another cross, so I decided to, whip it out, body feint inside, and finesse shot it with Modric. Now that green zone again is essentially where I want to end up. And Varane then covering Ronaldo at the back post. As soon as we do the body feint, we're in, and as you saw just then, Modric with a very easy finish. He just cuts inside, easy finesse shot on a one-time into the side net, and not going to miss from there. So basically we have another situation here with Modric. This is actually going to be another double time, so just 2 quick consecutive body feints. Obviously consecutive means one after another, so we're going to be doing 2 very quick ones, getting into that green zone, and again here just getting past Ramos so swiftly and so calmly, and that's going to make the game 3-1, and that is by far then at 57th minute, that is game over in a Game Battles match. All these clips are from Game Battles matches, I believe only like 1 or 2 apparently are in seasons. I can't actually remember, but I know most of them are in game battles. Like this one, for instance, was in a seasons match, and we easily pick up the goal there. It's just kind of simple. If you want to mix it up, you will get through on the dime. But we have another freeze frame coming up here, and basically we're just going to cut inside, do the double body feint, and score. The freeze frame actually coming in the next clip. I do apologize. I do show some of them without the freeze frames because I believe there's no need for a freeze frame on these particular ones. But this one was very simple, just a double body feint, getting inside. The double time is one of the most important. Now the situations, I don't cover all the situations, but most of them are, are quite apparent, especially the wing plays. All it is looking for the opportunities and cutting inside. Moving on into another freeze frame. As you can see here, we're looking to get into that green zone once again, and we've just done a kind of a ball stop and then a ball roll and then something else, and now the body feint is just going to come explanatory. It's self-explanatory. You're just going to get through, score that goal, and we've literally roasted and toasted our opponent. He's not going to say anything after that. He's not going to even try and attack because we just demolished his defense by 1 player. And again here in another situation, we're just going to easily get inside with the body feint and score an easy goal into the near post. This was in a GB match as well, so it's a very intense game. That's why the body feint didn't look as clean as it should have been, because it was I did it a little bit too quick. And that's one thing. That's also another thing that you can have as well with body feints. If you perform them too quick, they don't look as clean, but they will still work as effectively. It's just make sure you kind of time it perfectly and refer back to the start of the video if you still are struggling. Now for the problems. Now I'm going to kind of cover the most problems that people will get during the skill move and how to kind of avoid those problems when you're in future games. Now, one of the most common problems is one of the most stupid problems in my personal opinion, and I've done it before, so I'm not going to go and hate on people for this, but I have done it before. Basically, when you're watching the tutorial at the start, the arena is facing the goals, so it's left to right. If you're in an in-game situation and you're facing towards the goals towards the left of the screen on an end-to-end view, I guess I should say, or it's not an end-to-end view, it's a side-to-side view. If you're attacking towards the left side, so you're playing to the left, you're going towards the left, you're attacking to the left, and you want to body feint inside, so you're cutting in from the right wing, you're attacking to the left. What you want to do is the body feint is up and then down on the stick. It's kind of that's kind of how you do it, and then vice versa. If you're on the left wing, you're going to attack towards the left, and you're going to cut in right, then it's down then up. That's kind of the same essential thing you need to keep in mind. You don't have, it's literally not the same as, like, I don't know, FIFA Street or something like that, where you can just flick the stick in any direction and it will work every single time. When you're on the side-to-side view, skill moves are different, like especially with the roulette as well. You wouldn't just, roulette without pointing it into the right direction, otherwise you're just not going to do the skill move. You'd obviously point into the direction you're attacking, and that's the same thing with the body feint. If you want to cut into the right, you point the left stick to the right, as well as doing the skill move, which is going to be the down and then up if you're attacking towards the left. Attacking towards the right is kind of the same thing. It's just it would be like down and then up then down. It's kind of the same thing because you're facing on that side-to-side view. Hopefully I didn't confuse you by saying this. I know there's a lot of there can be a lot of confusion when I'm trying to explain something this kind of complicated, because the advanced body feint, regardless of how I can do it so easily, I will say it's not an easy skill move to actually nail, because what I call nailed, I guess I should say, is basically my description of that term, I guess I should say, within this skill move is you know exactly where and when to use it and how to use it. So it's kind of that combination, how, where, and when. Those 3 kind of keywords are the essentials you need to know when performing the body feint. If you are still struggling trying to do the body feint, contact me on Twitter or anything. I'll try and help you out as soon as I can, because I really do think that everyone in the community should know how to do this skill move, because it is so overpowered, and I feel that if you know it, then FIFA's not going to be much of a problem to you if you know exactly where and when to use it, because you can beat whoever you want if you know that skill move. Obviously there are some other skill moves in competitive play which you will need to know if you are going into competitive, but if you're a casual gamer just playing Ultimate Team for the fun and you know that skill move, oh my god, you're going to be winning games left, right and center. But anyway guys, it is coming up to today's end of the episode. So if you did enjoy this tutorial, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, it's been Evil Tricks, and I'll see you in my next episode. Thanks for watching guys.